Hi. So still on digital marketing? Still on digital marketing? What is digital marketing? The definition is digital marketing. It is the promotion of the promotion of promotion of physical or digital products, services, or brands using digital channels. So them that are joining, kindly let me know where you're joining from. Then like the live share. Let me know where you're joining from. So for them that are interested in starting a digital business, I will be taking you through how to start a digital business and how to market your product. So this is the definition of digital marketing: the promotion of physical or digital products, services, or brands using digital channels. It is important that you you first know what digital marketing means, even as you venture into the digital space. So why the digital space? Or why consider uh, starting a digital business? Remember, today we have billions of people on social media. Billions and billions of people are on social media. So think about the users of social media as potential customers. Those are potential customers. So it is very key to establish a digital presence so that you can be able to market yourself in the digital space, because everybody, or rather a big percentage of the population, is in the digital space. People are on social media pages, people are on social media platforms, TikTok, they are in Facebook, they are in YouTube. So there is a global audience. and you can be able to sell or to market your product to the global audience and make money other than just going online to scroll. Many of us are just online. They buy data, but they're just scrolling. It doesn't benefit them much. While others are doing real business and making money online, majority are just online, scrolling, and not gaining anything out of their time. Actually, if you can go to your page on every platform, you can tell for how long or the number of minutes or hours you spend every day on just scrolling. So a business in the digital space is very viable. It is viable because you have a global audience. You have people from all over the world scrolling, and you can take advantage of that. It can give you a leverage. So I've given the definition of digital marketing, the promotion of physical or digital products or services using digital channels. So if you want to start, you have to start a digital business. What would you need? You would need a product. Every business must have something they're offering to solve other people's problems, to meet their needs. Because businesses are all about meeting people's needs and solving their problems. So for you to have a business, you have to have a product or maybe a service. What product or what service are you offering to your customers? So the second component of a digital business is a website. A website is also key when it comes to having a digital business. Why do you need a website? Physical businesses have shops. Let me call them physical businesses. They have shops where they display their goods. Where they display, or where they sell their goods. Physical businesses have shops to display their goods and from which to sell their goods. But then when it comes to a digital business has a website. So this is where they display their goods and services. Then, for you to have a digital business, you also need 2 hours. 2 hours per day. You need 2 hours per day. Now, why the 2 hours per day? Of course, you have to market your product. For marketing, you have to respond. You have to respond to customers. The good thing with having a business in the digital space is that communication is two-way. You talk to your customers and then they talk back at you. They comment, they like. So from that, you're able to get some insights, and therefore you have to respond to your customers. You don't just read the comments and keep quiet, because some of the customers are inquiring, how do I access these products? What is the price? So in a digital business, you need a product or a service which you're offering to your audience. You need a website. This is where your customers visit, and this is where they buy from. Digital products and services are bought from our website. Get that clear? Then you need 2 hours per day. You have to market your products and services. So, and by marketing, you create content. You create content and post. So for the 2 hours, you'll be creating content and post. And what is the content all about? What is the content all about? It's about your product. About your product or service. So marketing is all about telling people what you're offering, at what price, what they will achieve, or rather the transformation they will experience once they buy your product or your service. Then something else you need for a digital business, of course, you need digital marketing skills. You need digital marketing. You need the skills to sell your product. Because when you see people creating content, it is not just about content. Some of them are creating content for entertainment, to grow their pages in terms of the number of followers, the likes. But when it comes to a digital business, content is not about following. Get that right. Content, as far as a business is concerned in the digital space, it is not about the number of followers. It is not just about the comments, and it is not just about the views. There is more to the content than meets the eye. So the content talks about the product. What transformation do you get when you buy the product? What are the advantages? What are the features? And maybe what are the prices? And much more. So you have to be guided. You have to be guided on how to create content that attracts customers. Because you may create content which does not appeal to your target audience, and maybe because of the poor content, you will not get any sales out of it. So you need to have some digital marketing skills. So this is all you need to start a digital business. A product, you need a website where to put out your product. Then you need 2 hours every day, because there are daily activities. When you have a physical shop, suppose you wake up every day, you go and open your shop and you wait for customers. Probably you do some marketing. Some people even sell through live sessions, and others put out their adverts in billboards, others in magazines, in newspapers. Those are traditional marketing methods. But currently, we have digital marketing. People are marketing using the social media, and it has been like that for quite some time. But now, the trend is gaining traction. And it is very important for every business today to have an online presence. Even if they are selling physical goods and services, they need they need online presence, because someone can buy from anywhere. Like we're used to e-commerce, we have Jumia and the likes. You just go to their website, you buy a physical product, and then they deliver, because they have pickup stations. So we also have people selling in live sessions, and more so in TikTok. They have physical goods, but they are marketing them in social media, and they make sure the goods are delivered. Maybe they take them to the courier services. They take them to the courier services, and then they the customers receive their goods. Now, in the digital space, because we are dealing with products without a physical form, they're just online. You access them online. Like you log in into a website and you can be able to access a book, or you can access a course. So you don't need the owner of that business does not need to ship that product. Just need to gain access to the product from their website. So let me talk about advantages of having a digital business. Advantages of a digital business. Advantages of a digital business. One is that you have a global customer base. A global customer base or a global audience. Unlike a physical business where maybe the logistics Unlike a physical business where the logistics are a bit challenging to have customers from maybe other countries, when it comes to a digital business, since I said the goods are accessed from a website, people can buy from all over the world. People can just buy from all over the world. So a digital business has a global customer base or a global audience. Another advantage is a digital business is cost effective. Cost effectiveness of a digital business. Since I said you only need a product, and of course a digital product, you need a website, and you need some like 2 hours per day. So you don't need a space. Therefore, you don't pay rent. There is no rent. There is no There is no fare incurred to commute. A digital business can be run from the comfort of your house. You just need internet and a phone and maybe a laptop. You don't need to travel to go to work. You just you pay for Wi-Fi and you're good. So there's no rent, there's no fare. There's no shipping, no shipping costs. When it comes to a physical product, when you are out of stock, you need to buy some more stock. You need to buy more stock. But when it comes to a digital business, you don't run out of stock. That one item you have, that one piece you have, you sell it millions of times. So you don't incur shipping costs. Then there are no stock outs. There are no stock outs. So at no point in time will a customer want to buy something and it is out of stock. I believe you've ever gone somewhere and you want something and it is not available. But that is not the case when it comes to a digital business. So these are some of the advantages of a digital business: a global customer base, audience, cost effectiveness. There's no rent, no fare incurred to go to work. There are no shipping costs. There are no stock outs. So another advantage is that you can, let me say, location efficiency. I have been in corporate for over 11 years, and sometimes it's very challenging when you get a job and you are posted very far. You are posted very far, and there's nothing you can do about it. At times you try to push for transfer, it's not possible. Now with a digital business, you can work from home. And for those who are parents, you can work from home even as you raise your children. I know how challenging it is to wake up, go to work, and maybe your house help also wants to leave. What do? You start calling the office, or I won't be able to come today, and it is not a walk in the park. At times, I've seen even people going with children to work, but when it comes to a digital business, you do it at the comfort of your house. So you're looking after your children, even if you have a house help. It makes all the difference when you're there. So you'll never miss a moment with your children. You will never miss a school appointment. You're always there for them because you only need 2 hours actually. That is another advantage. Only 2 hours a day. Now, once you master digital marketing, I know in the initial stages, it may take quite some time, but once you master it, 2 hours are enough. You just need 2 hours per day. Now, what are the 2 hours for? One, you need some 30 minutes to create content. like 30 minutes to create maybe 2 or 3 videos, and then post them. Post them in TikTok, in Facebook, Instagram. Then you need like an hour, 1 hour to go live. So you need to go live regularly. So you need 1 hour for live, then another 30 minutes to respond to your clients. Just that. 30 minutes to create content, 1 hour to go live, and 30 minutes to 30 minutes to respond to your clients. That's all you need. So you can spend the rest of the day doing the things you need, the things you love doing. So the digital business doesn't tie you up as opposed to maybe being in employment or having a physical business. Or even if you have a physical business, those things can be done maybe in between serving customers. You can do those things. And when it comes to going live, you can schedule the live maybe early in the morning before you report, or maybe in the evening after you're back from either from work or even from attending to your shop or to your business. So these are some of the advantages. Of course, there are many more. There are many more advantages of having a digital business. And okay, something else I've not enlisted on the advantages is that
Utaleta shuleni tena. Hamna noma. Madam, what is going on? Are you a teacher?
what did I do?
If you slapped her in public and then sweet talked her later, she'd come crawling back like a puppy, begging you to stay. I know these love-struck girls all too well.
No way!
Go on, Joseph. Give it a shot.
Under the buzzing lights, Joseph chucked his beer to the sound of everyone's laughter.
Fine, I'll try.
My fiance slapped me right in front of everyone.